morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're listening from. I believe all of us are doing super fine from wherever you are. Listening from Kenya, if you're watching me from East Africa, Central Africa, West Africa, Africa at large, Asia, or any other continent you're watching me from, I believe you're having a great Thursday. Now, there's a report I was going through. It's a report by the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, and I was just curious to know about it. It was about the margin between the wealthy and the poor in our country, Kenya. And I realized that about 0.1% of the Kenyan population, that is about around 8,000 to 9,000 approximately there, has more wealth than the remaining 99.9%. So it means that about let's say 9,000 people has more wealth than the remaining over 40 million combined. That is so shocking. And I got so curious to know why that is happening, because I'm always curious to know why things are happening. Because I always know that the only way someone can get answers is by asking questions. The only way you can get solutions to things or to situations or to conditions is by asking questions. Because questions are the seeds to answers. Answers are fruits. Without a seed, there can be no fruit. And without questions, there can be no answers. So questions are what brings solutions and answers to our daily challenges. That is why I'm always that curious. Now, that statistics really disturbed me, and I went ahead and did a simple research on why is it that so many people are really struggling financially. When I say really struggling financially, I mean the biggest percentage are struggling to pay their rent. The biggest percentage are struggling to get food, to pay school fees. In general, the biggest percentage are struggling with the basics in life. We have about 4 levels or 4 classes of finance, or 4 financial classes. We have the topmost. Number 1, we have financial freedom. We have people who are financially free. Then those are the top percent in our country. Then we have those who are financially stable. Those who are the ones we call middle class. Then we have those who are financially unstable or financial instability. That is the third status. Then we have financial crisis. So financial crisis is a state of being where people are struggling with the needs, food, shelter, and other basic needs that we all know. And I went ahead and did a research about some of the possible reasons why most people are still struggling in our country, Kenya. And these were the findings. Number 1, it was because, or I realized that it is because of ignorance and incomplete knowledge. Ignorance and incomplete knowledge. Most people don't understand how things work. Most people don't have an understanding on how, things are being done today. Most people don't have an understanding that things have really changed, and things are changing, and they will continue to change. Most people are still living in the ancient times. Most people are still operating as if we are in the agrarian age or in the industrial age, yet we are living a total different era. On top of that, we have people who have incomplete knowledge, and most people who have this sickness are people who are a bit learned, people who have degrees, masters or PhDs. We call it illusion of knowledge. Someone gets to a point that they think they know it all, yet they don't know anything And when I say ignorance and incomplete knowledge, remember we are talking about finances, we are talking about money. So someone might have knowledge about a specific profession or a specific career, but they don't have financial literacy. They will still be, ignorant in that field. Someone might have a PhD in a specific field or a specific career, but they are not financially literate. They will still be poor. That is the reality. The second reason I realized, or I came up with, or I found out, is that most people don't have the value needed in the marketplace. And that explains why today we have so many graduates who are wallowing in poverty, yet they have gone to school and did so well. Some of them got first class, second class, they have masters, PhDs, degrees, but they're still struggling. Yes, they are educated, they have the papers, but they don't have the value needed in the marketplace. Then the third reason I found out is that most people are lazy and have a lottery mentality. Most of us Kenyans want quick money. Most of us Kenyans have lottery mentality. And that explains why someone will start a business today. If they don't see results in 1 week or in 2 months or in 3 months, they quit and jump into another business saying that doesn't work. And one thing I've realized is that anything worthwhile has to be built. There is always a process, and the law of process must be respected. No matter how bad someone wants something, there is always a process. Let me give you an example. Assume that a baby is born. No matter how bad you want this baby to grow to a certain height, there must be a process to that. Assume that you want this baby to be a professional athlete. No matter how bad you want this baby to mature to a certain level that it can participate in the international levels of athletics, there is a process. Understand? A process is a factor. Time is also a factor when it comes to growth or anything of value. But most of our people have the lottery mentality. They want hot air programs. They want to start something today and become millionaires tomorrow. Yet such things doesn't exist. Another reason that I realized that has kept so many people stuck and struggling financially is because of lack or absence of strategic relationships. Most people have friends who are very, very pessimistic. You have your family members, you have your friends, whom if you want to do something, they will always discourage you from doing it. You want to do a business, they tell you you will fail. You want to venture into something, they tell you it will fail. You want to, let's say, further your studies, they will tell you are going to lose your money or waste your time or lose your money. We have such people. Most of us don't have quality people around us. Most of us don't have people who can push us to the next level. Most of us don't have people who can hold us accountable and make us or push us to become better versions of ourselves and get to the next level. Most of us don't have quality people or people we call destiny connectors who can connect us to systems that can grant us access to abundant financial resources. Then finally, the final reason I found out that has kept so many people stuck is bankruptcy of spiritual empowerment. And that has nothing to do with religion. It doesn't matter whether you're a Christian, Muslim, Hindu, that is not a factor. My point is that you must submit to a superpower. You must admit the power and the presence of a superpower in your life, because there is a role that plays as far as your success or as far as your financial prosperity is concerned. Now, as I come to the conclusion of this, I've talked about so many factors. I've talked about ignorance and incomplete knowledge. I've talked about lack of value needed in the marketplace or lack of value needed in the world. I've talked about laziness and lottery mentality. I've talked about absence of strategic relationships. I've talked about bankruptcy of spiritual empowerment. Amongst the reasons I've talked about, which one do you think is affecting you the most and has kept you stuck for the longest time? Drop a message.